At now is the Hydrocell H25 pump. The Hydrocell is a very durable pump. It's a diaphragm style pump. This is what provides us all the high pressure water for all of our high pressure water components, things like omnis, spinners. Some important maintenance things on this are cleaning out these filters. The frequency in which these filters need to be cleaned out will depend on the type of water that you're using in the system. It may need to be cleaned daily if it's reclaimed water. May need to only be cleaned monthly, semi-annual if you're running fresh water. To clean these, the first thing you want to do is turn off the ball valve here, because if you don't turn off the ball valve, you're going to get a little bit of a shower. So you want to go ahead and close the ball valve off. After you close the ball valve, you're going to want to turn this. And you can see here in this filter, it's done its job. It's caught all these little particles that are in there. So we want to take this metal screen out. You can see again all the trash that it's caught in it, so it's in fact doing its job. Some people will take the screens out. If you take the screen out, all this stuff you see here would have definitely clogged up your nozzles. After you take the screen out, you're going to rinse it, come over to a sink, a hose. Clean the filter out. The most important part of this when you put it back is ensuring that you don't crush the filter. The best way to ensure that you don't crush the filter is to stick it inside, get it around the inside lip. Once it's around the inside lip, you can take the filter, and if it's dirty, you'd want to clean it out as well. Just had a little bit of particles in there, I got those out. And now you're going to slowly screw this on, watching the filter to make sure that it goes on without crushing the filter. And we look good there. We're going to snug it back up. We're going to open our water back up, and it's going to fill back up. Some other things that we want to do on the unit is we want to check. Got a little bit of a water leak, just got to tighten this guy back up. Just enough to snug around that O-ring. Alright, there we go. Some other things that are important to do is check the oil level on a monthly basis for H25. To do that, we simply open it up. You might need a towel to get on there and get it loose. You're going to open it up, and we're just going to stick our pinky in. Make sure that we can feel oil right in the top. You also want to check the quality of the oil. Look to see if it's cloudy, milky, black, to make sure that you are changing the oil on a frequent basis. Ideally, we're going to change the oil on this annually, utilizing a 10W30 oil. The other thing monthly that we want to do, we want to actually remove this belt cover back here. We want to check the belts. What we're looking for on the belts are signs of slipping. If we have slippage on the belts, it would most likely be that either the belts need to be replaced or that we would need to retension the belts, which can be done by pulling the motor back away from the pump itself. The other thing that we have here is a gauge. This gauge tells you the pressure at which the pump is running. The pump needs to run somewhere between 700 to a maximum of 900 psi. You never want to go more than 900 psi. We're going to adjust the pressure right here by loosening up this jam nut. Once you loosen up the jam nut, you can get a wrench and you can increase the pressure. To increase the pressure, you're going to pull the bolt out. That'll decrease it by pulling the bolt out. To increase the pressure, you're going to pull the bolt down back into the pump. And that's how you will increase or decrease the pressure. Once you've got it to the desired setting, you're going to take your jam nut and snug it back down into place. The other thing with the H25 pump is if you have cavitation in the pump, it is usually because it's getting air into the line somewhere between here and the pump itself. Even the smallest air leak around will cause it to cavitate. So you want to look around your fittings and look if you see any water. If you see any water around any of the fittings, like I said, the smallest air leak in here will cause severe cavitation in the pump. And that is our Hydrocell H25 pump.